Getting back into the insurance industry in Springfield, Missouri was like starting over. Then we moved to Omaha to open an office in Omaha for another company, and that just completely went off the rails, and we learned a lot of lessons through that. And they were like, we're gonna pull this office, and I think I'm gonna retire. And look, we just rented our house out. Like, what? Like, we can't go back, like we just paid for ourselves to come up here. We're like in debt to get this thing rolling. So went to a mutual of Omaha, went to a different company. We had to do something. I had to do something. I was like, I know this is the right industry. And they were, met people there, and it was great and great to work for, and ended up coming to Wichita. That was like starting over again. Each time was harder in certain ways and easier in some, because once you go through a thing and you realize I didn't die from it, you realize I kept going, you get stronger, you get better, and you realize, okay, it's easier to take the next leap of faith. When we came onto Futurity after starting over and moving down here, we started with $80,000 in debt, and we didn't know how we were going to pay our rent. And when we just moved here, we were like, and then we're starting over again, and we're like, I don't know what to do. Like, we're putting in the time and the work, but it's hard. And that's why I say you have to have the support of the other person. But I also know if you do what nobody else is willing to do, you get what nobody else will get. We didn't quit, and we just kept moving, and we felt like God had us on the right path. Now we look back and we go, oh, it was perfect. Because without this move and this thing not working out, you wouldn't have learned this lesson, which brought you to here. And if this didn't happen, you wouldn't have moved to Wichita. Without this, you wouldn't learn this. And it all connects, and you look back into this series of stuff that had to happen in this order so that you became mentally who you needed to be, to become the leader you needed to be, to learn the lessons, to start learning to read and learn and be like, we're really going to dig into this. And that's why we're big on the not dead, can't quit, is because of all the things in my personal life before I ever came into her world, and then in the business world, we're tougher than we've ever been. You cannot break us. Trust me, lots of things and people have tried. Hey, thanks for watching. If any of this hit you here, made you think, got some value out of it, send it to your friend. Send it to somebody. Thanks a lot.